I'm not ready for this. um, Last time when we started playing, there was only one bunny. There's only this guy, and now we have the fox and the owl. Also, I feel like the bunny is coming closer to us, and it didn't have a jacket, so let's. That's scary. That's scary. That's scary. Okay, let's do this. Exit. I tore myself from the window with great effort, then took a couple of deep breaths, trying to at least calm down my mad pulse, and entered the classroom. Uh, ah! Okay. The prim teacher looked at me over the frame of her glasses, clearly annoyed.
Я новенький. Мне вот сказали к вам подойти.
The snowy forest trail was winding in front of my eyes. The pines rustled, but it didn't sound predatory anymore. She buried herself in the register and flicked through the pages.
А фамилия-то как?
Петров.
Громче говори. Чего мямлишь?
Петров.
Нет такого.
She measured me with a long, heavy stare, as if trying to see if I was lying. I wanted to sink through the floor. Hazy faces observed all of that from the left. The classroom breathed and snorted in unison, like a living organism, like a dangerous
Ты не
beast.
ошибся? Нет такого в списке.
Hi, Hoko. Thanks for coming. We just started. My knees chose the worst time to start shaking, and I felt dizzy. I clutched my fists so hard my knuckles became white.
Мне сказали, 204 кабинет.
Apparently, everyone in the classroom took my words for some sort of joke because they were all laughing.
Что за бардак?
The kids hid their smirks for a better occasion.
Понаберут студентов. Только знают, что губяки свои малевать. А я разгребай, значит. А бумаги-то кто заполнять будет? Не первый раз ведь уже. Подожди здесь. Сейчас. Сейчас я им устрою.
My current speakers aren't good. I can't hear it clearly. Really? Oh, that sucks. White-haired boy. I'm not sure if you watched the one last time, Hoko. This is the main character. We are playing as this guy. And in the last story, there were a scene where the mom gave this boy some kind of pills, and we assume that it's kind of like psychotic pills because it calmed him down. So that's what happened last time. The teacher flew past me, mumbling something to herself in righteous anger, and I was left standing at the center of the classroom, like a convict in front of a firing squad. I lowered my gaze, feeling like mocking stares from all around the classroom directed at me. They prickled my skin, danced on it like a laser sights. I'm hanging, but I need to figure out how to fix the button. All right, thank you. Oh! Once again, I imagined running far away from this place, fighting the clawing wind, soaring high above the pines in one long jump, with the wind and my back as my only companion. The eyes of my future classmates were asking, this new boy, is he one of us or an outsider? Somebody whispered something, and stifled laughter rolled through the classroom.
Доску вытри!
It was easy to guess who was the main prankster here.
Эй, очкарик! Ты чё, не только слепой, но еще и глухой? Доску вытри, говорю!
That's the red thread. My knees weren't the only shaking part of my body anymore. I was trembling from head to toe, and I prayed for the teacher to come back sooner. My prayers were answered by the powers that be.
Ну что мне с тобой делать-то, а? Куда сажать, а? Давай-ка сядь, наверное, с Семеном. Он все равно один.
The bully?
Еще чего?
Is it the Fatso put his backpack on the seat beside him in defiance, scratched his belly and smirked.
Ты опять за старое? Снова бабушку в школу вызывать?
Babushka! The classroom went silent.
А че она мне сделает?
Spank you.
Не она, так я тебе сделаю. Рюкзак убрал быстро.
Semyon didn't move a muscle. He started studying the portraits of writers on the wall, looking bored. I needed to do something to resolve this somehow, to save myself.
Я...
Bokuwa! Boy! I cleared my throat and continued in a stifled voice that sounded nothing like me.
Я могу за последнюю парту сесть. Там, кажется, свободно.
The teacher snorted loudly. She looked at me, then at Semyon, then back at me.
Ладно, садись пока туда. А с тобой, Бабурин, мы еще поговорим.
Baburin.
Чтобы подошел после уроков. Будешь по классу дежурить, ясно?
Semyon forced out a twisted smile. Juicy pimples, ew, were growing on the tip of his nose, ripe for the taking. I walked carefully, afraid to stumble and fall, causing another outburst of laughter from everyone. I took my seat at the back, at the last table where I was met with a pile of old posters. The outcasts took their seats and the class was ready to start.
Вот и хорошо. Начнем урок.
Хорошо? Хорошо!
Тема. Традиции русской и мировой литературы в рассказе Зощенко «Не надо врать».
The Fatso turned back to me. His stare informed me of the coming days, weeks, and months of bullying. I've got my eyes on you, said his worldly look. After just a couple of periods, I had already noticed. Ew! A huge. Yeah, I don't want to read that, but I know what that is. Yeah. Then at the cafeteria, this Semyon accidentally spilled a glass of compote? Was a compote. And then he flailed his hands around after exiting the toilet, so some of the liquid from his hands would get on me. Ugh, so petty. Just before the final period for today, Semyon pushed me into a buzzing crowd of girls from our class. Dried fruit juice-ish. Ah, it's a Russian drink. Interesting. I didn't expect that. This anime shit. Oh gosh. They made their way cursing, but I couldn't hold my balance and ended up ramming my face into the girl I took for the class rep before, right in her chest. Katya. I immediately stepped back, dying from embarrassment.
Прости, ты в порядке? Я...
Then she suddenly put her hands on our hips.
Нет, ну вы посмотрите на него. Облапал меня прямо у всех на глазах. Я сейчас все маме расскажу.
I didn't do it on purpose.
Тебя из школы выгонят, извращенец.
There was some sort of sadistic pleasure in her eyes, as if she was a child who was about to put a lit up match to the Shafferbill.
Я нечаянно, меня толкнули.
Все видели. Слепых среди нас нет.
She stared at my glasses while showing me a creepy smile. I started to fume on the inside, but Semyon's laughter cooled my head.
Толкнули? Чё, правда?
Ugh. He swaggered up to me, enveloping me in the smell of sunflower seeds and rotting teeth, and then pushed me to the ground.
Вот так, да? И чё ты сделаешь?
The bully towered over me as if saying, "Come on, hit me, let me see you try." Oh, I would hit you. I would! Endure? fight back. Angel, fight back. I feel like if I fight back, I'm gonna be in trouble. Guys, which one should I choose? Which one should I choose? I'm going to leave the choosing on you. Fight. Let's go! Violence! Juicier. Violence!
Слушай, ты...
My throat went dry, my lips were moving on their own, and my voice was akin to a stifled squeal. Ew, Semyon wore a mocking smile.
Давай, продолжай, очкарик. Чё примолк-то? Нам всем очень интересно.
Если еще хоть раз меня тронешь...
Semyon slowly stuck out a finger and poked my forehead. Ouch.
Натронул и чё?
Еще хоть раз!
Тронул. А вот еще. И еще. И еще.
Smack him!
И еще.
He was poking me with his finger so hard that my head tilted backwards.
Чё ты мне сделаешь, мямля?
My vision went blurry. My soul tore off from the floor. I rushed forward and threw a random punch without looking. Yeah! Fight! Kagate koi kara! Zakenna! It leaked out. Yankee core. Sorry. Semyon was holding his ear and blinking in amazement. Was I the first person to rebel against his absolute will? Oh! I needed to run, but I was already surrounded by his cronies.
Лилия Павловна! Лилия Павловна! Петров Бабурина ударил!
Semyon's cheeks grew even redder and his pimples even wider, like the heads of larvae. But a smile flashed on his face that was only noticed among his comrades. I don't care. I would. He got really close to me. The smell of rotten teeth washed over me.
Тебе пиздец.
His voice was evil and dangerous, like someone tore off the lid from a kettle with boiling fat. I was waiting to get hit, counting the thumbs. Hey, Omega, welcome. Did you see me punching this guy? Oh. Counting the thumbs of my heart and guessing where his fist will go. The where is that? Solar plexus, the jaw, the nose. But he just turned around and walked off. A thought, cold and sober and extremely rational, popped up in my head. I'm going to get killed today. Nah. Niet. I'm not going to die today. I was late to leave the school after classes on purpose. Semyon didn't attend the last period, so I was hopeful. What if he decided to dodge the cleaning duty and run home, forgetting all about me? Nah. He's waiting somewhere. I heaved a sigh of relief, like someone on a death row whose execution was delayed by a day. But I didn't let myself forget his tone, his vengeful gaze, and his scary, electrified smirk. Yeah. While the other students were leaving the school laughing loudly, I was pretending to skim through my books near a window. I was staring outside, nervous. Semyon was nowhere to be found in the front yard or near the school gate. I didn't really believe I was this lucky. No, you're not lucky. He's waiting for you somewhere. So I decided to be extra cautious and stayed for some more time in the corridor that was gradually getting less crowded. All of the bustle moved to the first floor. I was the only person left in the whole school. Empty school is the worst, don't you think? Empty school is the worst. So scary. Oh gosh, I'm not alone. A sudden thought came to mind. I remember the missing boy. His foot. No, shh. The music. The music. The music. Shush. I remember the missing boy. His portrait was on the notice board near the schedule. Why is the music is still loud? No! No. No. That's unfair. That's unfair. That's unfair. Ah! Why is it smiling now? Why? I remember this one. He wasn't smiling. Him looking at me. Ah! and the fact he's gonna be like they're already dead.
Привет.
Huh? Huh? I started and turn around. Huh? First, my eyes stumbled upon the black violin case. Then I noticed a girl from my class was holding it. Angel. She's an angel. She sat in the first row of the second column. I could swear I caught her looking at me a couple of times. Oh, she's so pretty. Oh, she's an angel. She's so pretty. And I was sneaking glances at her myself. Oh, she's so pretty. Sometimes it just feels nice to look at something pretty. The spring, the sky, or a girl that's not in the crowd that laughs at Simeon's jokes. And she wasn't whispering the dirty laundry of other people to Katya. She spent all the breaks just like me, staying in the classroom or looking in the window or drawing something in her green notebook.
Здравствуй.
I turned red and pretended I was studying the pattern on the wooden floor.
Круто ты ему врезал.
Oh, I just got myself a girlfriend!
Это вышло случайно. Почти.
I started shoving books in my backpack, so at least put something in my hand.
Вроде Семен раньше таким не был. Он к нам недавно перевелся. Бабушка мне его по секрету сказала, что он словно взбесился. Семена даже старшеклассники побаиваются. Представляешь? А ты вот молодец. Не струсил.
Good thing we fought back. I mumbled in reply. Yeah, right. Me, brave. Yeah, you are brave. Hirada has been standing around in the hallway to avoid a beating. The girl looked at me with her clear, attentive eyes.
А ты за рекой живешь? В том деревянном доме?
Ну да.
Да.
Там, наверное, страшно. Да еще через лес идти. Я бы так не смогла.
I shivered at the mention of the forest. I thought of the intertwining branches of a snake-like trail of endless darkness that spread like mold among the crooked trees. Saw a straight-up light.
Да не так уж там и страшно. А что тебя так пугает?
She smiled at her brief pose, as if brushing off a daydream.
Да так, ничего. Меня, кстати, Полина зовут.
Полина.
А меня Антон.
Ну, это я знаю. Слушай, Антон, а что ты делаешь после школы?
出た。彼女できたんだ。My chest felt prickly after her innocent question, yet somehow it felt pleasant.
Ничего такого.
Oh, I don't like this. I stumbled and didn't finish the sentence. No! She's Alyssa? No way. So, in the last stream, we met this fox on our way to school. Well, the characters think that it's a girl wearing a mask, but sometimes it looks like a real fox. So, yeah. And we talked to this fox, and she promised to meet us after school. So that's her. Alisa's predatory smile flashed in front of my eyes. Her playful eyes in the slit of the mask were probably just a product of my imagination, though. What if that fox girl is waiting for me after school? Oh, okay, that's not her, it's just my imagination. Or was it another of her weird jokes? I wonder if she's hiding a big red tail under her coat. I suddenly got covered with beads of sweat, like after a PE class. I wanted to take a shower, as if just thinking of the foxy girl made me dirty, soiled my clothes, lured me into the forest embrace. Don't like this.
У меня сейчас занятие, скрипка, а потом я Дедушка мне репетитора нанял. Наш учитель музыки, он же скрипач. А здесь, в поселке, ему некому преподавать. Только мне.
I looked at Paulina's lips, catching her every word, and was frozen from the unusual sensations. They were warm, soothing, and tingly. It felt like I was very small, and the feelings were immense, and they couldn't fit inside me.
Тут говорят, что у нас в поселке маньяк завелся.
Uh-oh.
Раньше со школы меня всегда дедушка забирал, но в последнее время ему не здоровится.
I snuck a glance at Wova's photo. He was not smiling like that. It's so disturbing. He wasn't smiling like that. His eye wells were studying me. His lips were wearing black lipstick, just like the portrait on a gravestone.
Ты не подумай, я не трусишка, просто мне кажется, что с тобой будет
Thanks,
безопаснее.
Hako. Appreciate it. Yeah, this is so scary.
Антон, ты сможешь проводить меня до дома?
Let's go. There it was. Finally, everything that I read about in the adventure books, everything that I dreamt about was seeping into my life. A mysterious crime, a beautiful stranger, and a heroic duel. A duel! Thinking of Simeon instantly sobered me up, returned me back to earth, and it started shaking under my feet like a deck of a ship. If only I could rise to the occasion in front of Paulina, because no matter how brave I was trying to act, it was obvious for both of us that I wouldn't be able to stand a chance against a big guy like that.
Сегодня вряд ли получится.
No!
Ты же знаешь, Семен, скорее всего, караулит на школьном дворе. Лучше мне с ним разобраться лично, по-мужски.
Глупости какие.
She's pretty. Paulina brushed off some hair off her forehead, and I sensed a weak aroma of blackberry. Paulina was like water when you were thirsty. You gulped it down and still wanted more. Ooh, thirsty boy. I remembered the summer evenings at the country house, the fire's pungent smoke, the berries hanging over our fence from the neighbors, and a soft cover of pine needles under my soles. Those few peaceful days when I felt completely safe. My mom resting in a hammock, my dad putting meat on a skewer. Could have I foreseen the upcoming catastrophe in the crackle of the coals, in our parents' laughs, in the smell of the fleeting July? Could I have seen how fragile that world was?
Думаешь, этот дикарь будет честно драться? Со своими дружками набросятся всем скопом, опомниться даже не дадут.
Paulina suddenly flashed a devious smile.
Но если мы пойдем вместе, это их ошарашит.
Oh, she's so lovely.
Я же не только первая скрипка на деревне. Я ведь еще и девочка. Слышала от знакомого хулигана, что он никогда не нападает на кого-то в присутствии девушки.
You sure?
Представляешь, у них кодекс чести такой.
You don't trust her at all. I'm just captivated by her pretty face. She made a couple of steps and stopped. Amazing. Paulina didn't look like those beauties from the magazine posters or the actresses from the movies. But in the flickering light of the ceiling lamp, she looked much more alluring.
А ты
Exactly.
играешь на чем-нибудь?
Yeah, your heart. I'm just kidding. My parents bought me a guitar a couple of years ago. I immediately remembered my meager attempts at making music.
Увы, не играю.
Жалко. Ну ладно, я побежала. Пока!
Oh, I know that word. Boka! Пока! I'm Russian. Пока! Her shout was captured by the loud echo. Her shoes also echoed through the school hallways.
Пока!
Poka, I'm alone. I wasn't sure if Paulina heard me. I looked out the window again. The schoolyard was empty, just a couple of grade schoolers throwing snowballs at each other. Nobody who looked like this hulking Semyon with his cronies. This was giving me hope. What should I do? Paulina could become my friend, the first one in this new place. And besides, she may be in real danger of meeting a killer, and I'll be here to defend her night. And even though my inner voice was hesitant and whispered about running away from the killers lurking in the forest, in the woods at night, Paulina was worth the risk. Ooh, but the red cunning fox was also intriguing. She promised me to help look for Vova, and this will bring me a reward. More money will also guarantee me peace in my family. Gifts for Olya. Oh, well, Paulina, Alyssa. Which one should we choose? That sounds like the keys with underlined stuff. Oh, okay. Look, we can choose Paulina or Alyssa. Look how creepy Alyssa is. I would choose Paulina. I fell in love. Alyssa is a bit creepy. I don't trust her. Paulina is just like Angel. But Mika, you said you don't trust her. This is a difficult situation. Oh fuck! I pressed Paulina. Okay, alright, we're going Paulina then. Snow danced in the air outside the window, following the rhythm of the music that was flowing from around the corner. I jumped off the windowsill and started walking along the hallway, curiosity eating away at me. Huh? Look! He's not smiling again! He's not smiling anymore! Look! The half an hour I'd spent there waiting crawled at snail's pace. I wanted to see Paulina again. The music became louder. It streamed out of the half open door at the far end of the corridor. The music taste was limited. Oh! I can't click on it. Oh, hold on. Oh, there you go. The okay, Compot is here. Victor, a singer and a frontman of popular Soviet rock band Kino that played a mix of new wave and post-punk. Ah, so here they are. But this violin melody captivated me. It felt like a master woodcutter working with a delicate wood, a fragile crystal toy, a gust of warm wind. I pressed my cheek against the doorway. Paulina was hiding from me in the far end of the classroom, but the shadow that fell on the wall definitely belonged to a girl with a violin. The movements of her bow were so graceful that I felt like I was getting carried away in the waves of music. My heart broke the barrier of my rib cage and started hopping around. Faster and faster I jumped on snow piles, gliding between the pines towards the fiery sun above the windfall. Oh!
Заскучал?
I was so deep in thought that I didn't hear the approaching footsteps. After bathing in music, Paulina felt even more magical.
Да нет.
Нет.
Я о комиксе своем думал.
For some unknown reason, I lied.
Ты комиксы рисуешь?
Да, то есть планирую рисовать.
Ага. И про что твой комикс?
About the most charming and kind girl that plays a violin, haha, who somehow happened to be in this house of horror.
Про лесу. Ой, точнее, про говорящих животных, что живут в лесу и помогают заблудившимся детям вернуться домой. А потом они пляшут в ночи.
Ого, как интересно. Сам придумал?
I lowered my gaze.
Вдохновился, глядя в окно.